Okay, we're going to get the marker again, the Stampin' Right marker, and it's black, basic black, and then we're going to make marks on the leaves. And we're going to try. We're going to try here. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, so then we'll do this one. And this one's pretty big, so maybe we'll put another little thing there. Okay. Alright. So that's those. Alright, now you remember this? Okay, yes, I traced a new one. Okay. Now you wanted to know how to use embossing powders. Alright, the things you're going to need with this are an embossing heat tool, an embossing buddy, which is a little pouch thing that has some stuff in it. And I don't have any idea what it is, but I'll show you how to use this. But your fingers, the oils in your fingers will leave marks on the paper, and the embossing powder is going to stick to everything. And when you want to do something fine, oh, you'll have fingerprints all over and it'll be a mess. Okay, these are the colors of embossing powder that I'm going to use. This one's called Desert, this one's called Ochre, and this one's called Turquoise. Alright, so let's get after this. Oh, and I'm also going to use black. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do on this is I'm going to take Stampin' Up's Embossing Buddy and I'm going to rub it on there. And I'm going to keep my fingers back here. Because remember, the oil from your fingers is going to leave a thing, and this embossing powder loves to stick to everything. Okay. Bang that off a little bit. And there's some kind of powder stuff in there. Don't ask me what it is. I have no idea. Okay. Now, this has two ends. There's a big end and there's a small end. And when you use this, you see the color is blue? When you use this, your paper is going to turn blue. And that tells you where you have been. And when you rub this on, you're going to rub it until it feels slick. And when it feels slick, then you've got enough stuff on, and then you can apply your embossing powder. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, let's start down here with this one. And we're just going to rub, we're going to color in. And make sure that you keep your fingers back. Remember the oil. I have destroyed, I have damaged so many things that I thought was going, and it's, you can't repair it. I mean, there is nothing you can do that can fix it. Once this embossing powder gets heated and it transforms into the stuff that is so beautiful, once it does, it is there forever and you can't fix it. No way, no how. All right. See, it's blue? Okay. Now I'll get my thing and I'll put this over here. And I'm going to start with the Desert. And I'm just going to pour it on. Don't worry about sprinkling it on. Pour it on. And then give it a little bit of a shake back and forth and then tap it off. Okay, now you see it on there? All right. And don't touch it. Don't do anything. You stay away from it. Okay, and then before you do anything else, move your product. Get it out of the way. Because when the heat tool or whatever it is gets over to it, it'll blow this stuff all over the place and and then it'll heat it to, heat it to itself, and let me tell you, just save yourself the problems. Get it out of the way. Now I'm going to turn this noisy thing on. This is the heat tool. And you just blow it right on. Blow it right on there. You have to get kind of close, and you blow it on. Okay. Now, did you see that? Did you see how it changed to real shiny? It is hot. Don't touch it. The paper's warm. Don't touch it. Just leave it be. Let it cool off before you go on to the next one. Okay, we'll do the opposite side. We'll do the embossing buddy again. We're going to do the opposite side with the same color. When I first started doing this stuff, I did not have the heat tool. Oh no, that's incorrect. I had the heat tool, and I didn't know how to do this. I was reading the books, and I was following the pictures, and I was trying to figure out how they did it. The books don't tell you how much stuff to put on. They just tell you that you got to put this stuff on. They don't tell you that you have to put it on until this is wet. And if you don't get this wet enough with this stuff, the embossing powder won't stick. And then you put the heat tool on and you just blow everything off. So, and especially the thick crystals of stuff, of the clear, that stuff will blow off like nobody's business. I mean, it'll blow away all over. Okay. Bang it off. Okay. And just move the hot air around and around. Can you see it? I can see it going. Okay. I can see it from this side. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it'll show up better in the black when I go do the black, or a darker color. Okay, you see how it's sparkly and pretty. Okay, the embossing buddy again. And then bang it off. See the powder? See the powder that it leaves? Okay. Alright. And then with this thing again, we're going to come in here. And you need to coat this pretty heavy. Well, I was telling you. Anyway, with the candle warmer, I got so frustrated with this heat tool blowing the stuff all over. And this was when I was making your wedding album. And I wanted to put the embossing powder in there and make it look the heat embossing, and I wanted something to be real pretty and sparkly, and I was having so much trouble with it blowing all over the place. I mean, it was just really making me upset. So I tried the candle warmer. I put the piece that I had done with the embossing stuff on it, and I had to let it melt on the warmer. And that's how I learned. Alright, this time we're going to do turquoise. We're going to just pour it on there, and we're going to shake it around a little bit, and then we're going to tap it off. And then we're going to get this out of the way.